Welcome to Key Trends Spot, your daily dose of what's hot, what's viral, and what's next. From K-pop to culture, we spot the trends so you don't miss a beat. Hi, ARMY. It's been months, long, torturous months, for ARMY waiting for this very moment. A moment where BTS isn't just a memory on a stage or a sound in a song, but truly here again, together, in the same room. And finally, that moment arrived. June 13th, 2025. A date that holds more than symbolic value, not just for BTS, but for K-pop history, and for every life that has been touched by these 7 extraordinary men. 4 of them had just returned from military service: RM, V, Jimin, and Jungkook. The world already knew them as passionate artists, but fans knew something more. They were the heart of beautiful chaos. And just days after their return, that beloved BTS madness was already in full force again, bringing a wave of laughter and warmth that fans had desperately missed. On that day, J-Hope held his final concert, titled Hope on the Street in Seoul. But it wasn't just a show filled with music and dance. It became an emotional reunion of BTS, a memory frozen in time. Even Suga, who enlisted earlier and had stepped out of the spotlight, quietly appeared, seated among his brothers. It was a rare sight, and it brought indescribable joy. Throughout the concert, not all eyes were fixed on the stage. A certain row of seats in the crowd drew all the attention. The row where BTS sat. Together. Yes, together. Something we hadn't seen in public in over a year. Every glance, every little gesture, every shared laugh. They all whispered the same thing: BTS is back. And of course, what is BTS without a little chaos? One of the night's most viral and hilarious moments came courtesy of Jin and V Jin, the mischievous oldest Hyung, and V, the ever-expressive target. At one point, V got up mid-concert, maybe to greet someone or grab something off stage. But the real chaos began when he came back to sit down. As V leaned in to take his seat, Jin, timing it perfectly with that signature sly smile, pulled the chair out just before V sat. The result? V landed straight on the floor, his face frozen in pure shock and confusion. Fans completely lost it. Within minutes, the clip of V's fall in slow motion was everywhere, on X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. ARMY around the world howled with laughter at V's startled face and Jin's victorious grin. A classic BTS moment. But what made it even better? No drama, no anger, just laughter. V laughed, Jin laughed, and the rest of the members around them laughed. Even the nearby security guard was caught smiling. It was a small moment, but one that spoke volumes. They're truly back. Not just as artists, but as brothers. Fans who attended the concert described it as an emotional roller coaster. Many said that moments like these meant more than flashy performances, because behind all the fame and spectacle, BTS is still 7 boys who love each other and joke around like kids. Some ARMYs even dubbed it the return of the chaos moment. And that's exactly how it felt. The same energy we all remember from their early days. Pillow fights on V Live, laughter on Run BTS, wild adventures on Bon Voyage. All of that came flooding back in one epic chair-pulling scene. One fan on X wrote, "It's like watching a brand new episode of BTS, the sitcom." Memes and edits quickly took over the internet, complete with laugh tracks, dramatic zoom-ins, and comic book effects. Another fan drew fan art of V falling, while Jin grinned beside him, titling it, "Welcome Home, King of Chaos." Even major news outlets picked up the story. Headlines like, BTS proves they haven't changed one bit, and Jin's chair prank goes viral as BTS reunites fully, began circulating. A simple prank, but one that echoed across the globe. The return of BTS wasn't just about music schedules or comeback dates. It was about connection. Their connection to each other and to us. Moments like this remind us why BTS isn't just a band. They are a family for each other and for millions of people around the world. This reunion reminded us that no matter what they've been through, military service, solo careers, industry pressure, their bond remains unshakable. They still tease, still laugh, and most importantly, still support each other endlessly. From the stage, J-Hope watched them, eyes glistening. Though it was his solo concert, the love he received that night was powered by one force: togetherness. And among the loudest cheers from the crowd were those filled with love for all 7 members reunited. RM clapped enthusiastically, Jungkook beamed from ear to ear, and Jimin occasionally glanced at Jin and V with that familiar fondness in his eyes. Each expression felt like a puzzle piece, finally falling into place. The missing parts had returned. Many fans felt an overwhelming wave of nostalgia. They remembered the early BTS days, when small, chaotic moments were the heart of their content. Raw, genuine energy that made them stand out. And now, it was back again. After the fall, V turned and playfully hugged Jin from behind. With love, with laughter. A small gesture, full of meaning. Amid the lights and laughter, that one simple act reminded everyone, it's going to be okay. BTS is home again. Some couldn't hold back tears. It may seem dramatic to outsiders, but to armies who've stood by their side for years, even the smallest moment means everything. Because this isn't just about a concert, it's about life, friendship, and hope. With all 7 members present, J-Hope's concert became more than just a farewell to a solo chapter. It became the opening of a new era for BTS, united once more, an era brighter than ever. And as always, BTS never does things halfway. Even a simple prank like this was packed with emotion, laughter, and love. They don't need grand speeches. One tiny action speaks louder than 1,000 words. ARMY is now counting down, not to the end of enlistment, but to the next BTS comeback. Because now, with everyone home, the question isn't if, but when. But on that night, all the questions faded. What mattered was the now. The concert's atmosphere, the members' laughter, and that one chair Jin pulled just to prank V. A moment that reminded us all, joy is found in the simplest of things. BTS didn't just return to the stage. They returned to the hearts of everyone. And that tiny bit of chaos? That's how they say, we're here. We haven't changed. We're home.